So today's video is to be about more realities of urban sketching, and this is sketching in the winter. So it is January. You can see there are no leaves on the trees. Beautiful blue sky, but we have a crazy east wind coming from the gorge. See some of the trees out there. It's 45 degrees. With the wind chill, feels colder. I'm layered up. I've got my gloves on. I've got a leather jacket over a sweatshirt. I have leggings underneath my jeans. And this is one of the scenes that I wanted to sketch. This wall is covered in succulents, this stone wall. And this little bit there is buffered a little bit, but kind of fighting for survival. There's little grasses. I actually like this wall very much, but it is very much in shadow and in the shade, and I just won't get the same effects. So I'm going to take a picture of it and go home and sketch this because I don't have my stool with me. That's another long story I'll talk about in the video. It's a short story, but I'll talk about it. And the sun is so low in the sky, so low, you probably can't even see, that I have to be careful of the shadows and all that. So I'm going to keep walking and see if I can find another place. I'll go ahead and take a picture of this though because I really like it and I want to sketch it at home. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so I found a place, and across from me is the Urban Winery and Wine Bar, and I really like the barrels. Let me zoom in a little bit. I like that they have some barrels there. There's a forklift in the front and a little bit of texture. And then across from that, well, there's the UPS truck, so that may change everything. Across from that is a business called 5 Points Coffee Roaster that just closed down, and they have some picnic tables and a place for me to sit. So I thought I'd give it a try. That UPS guy shouldn't be there very long. I'm just real quickly, I'll mention it again, but I'm using my Stillman and Birn Sketchbook, my Sailor fountain pen, and I'm just going to do a sketch, but it is chilly. I'm in the shade. I don't think I will paint it here. I really will paint it at home and on camera. And also I don't have a lot of battery left. I don't know, just even 2 or 3 minutes of video eats up the battery. So, all right, I'm going to get started as soon as this UPS truck leaves. All right. I'm not exactly sure how long I've been out here. It feels like 3 hours. It's so cold and noisy. Freezing, and I can't draw on my gloves. That's a problem. I got this much of the drawing done. I didn't do the forklift. I thought maybe I'd do that from the photograph at home. And then I'm going to go ahead and paint it and finish up anything else that I wanted. I'm back in the studio. It's a few days later, and I've got the heat on. It's about 42 degrees outside. It's pretty early in the morning, but I actually, this is the photograph I walked away with. I'm checking to see how my camera is because I moved it a little bit. So that's the photograph I walked away with. It's a lot of shadow. You know, again, the sun was so low in the sky. But I looked up this Urban Winery and Wine Bar, and it's actually a wine collective, which is really cool and has a lot of other pictures. But I found one that was close to what I wanted. I decided not to do the forklift because, well, let me go look at it. I mean, it wouldn't be that big of a deal to throw the forklift in there, but I'm not sure I wanted. I spent a lot of time on the details. It was really cold out, and now I just like to get it painted on camera real fast. So this is what it looks like with the garage door closed. It's the Southeast Wine Collective, so I'm going to finish up that garage door, and then once I get that drawn with my fountain pen, then I'm going to do a quick painting. That's supposed to be a circle. So I have my Schmincke This is my botanical palette. I don't travel with this because it is a little bit bigger. I could, but I don't. And so that's one of the benefits of getting back into the studio to finish that and being warm and being able to feel my fingers again. The walk home after going to sketch this was so cold that wind, it was like, I don't know, I must have been in the other direction on the way home because I was freezing going home. I wasn't that cold sitting there drawing as I was walking home. So, okay, so I have my palette all ready to go. I'm using my, this is just my ceramic plate I use to, when I'm working on something bigger. And I might talk a little, but mostly I'm just going to paint this with the Schmincke palette. The picture I have is not that easy to see. It's in such shadow, but this is a green building. So this is kind of cool that this is a wine collective, and they, I don't really know, I didn't do too much research on it, but in the summer we often see, they have tables inside, they have tables outside, and people are sitting having some wine. Neither my husband nor myself are real wine drinkers. I used to drink wine a lot, but as I get older, I find that it keeps me awake, and I don't like that. You know, I don't like waking up at from 2 to 4 in the morning because I had a glass of red wine, especially red. I don't really, haven't tried the white to see if it's any better. I'll put the colors I'm using down. I forget where my little doohickey is. Okay, so I'm using this. This is olive green yellowish. This is a Schmincke color that I got for a really good deal, and I added to my palette, to this botanical palette. It's not in there normally, but it really seems to work for this color, for this building. So I don't even really need too much else to go in there. Just a little down here. Again, this is in such shadow, it's hard to see. Okay, so yeah, the urban sketching realities is in winter. It's kind of hard to do. You know, I'm still wanting to get out there and sketch. I still haven't felt comfortable going into a coffee shop and sitting in a coffee shop and sketching people. That was one of my goals I really had wanted to do, and I had worked on people, but oops, I always do that. I always go in the wrong direction. That's a big faux pas. Okay, so I'm going to take that green and I'm going to add some colors just off my palette and make it a brown for the casks of wine, so that I can get that green in there and tie it all in together. So I need more of a yellow, I think, and some of them are not quite so red. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh my gosh, if I had a brain, if I only had a brain. I'll definitely be cutting out any singing that I do. Yeah, a little Quinacridone gold from Daniel Smith. Put some of that in there. Oh, the urban sketching. Gosh, I'm serious. It's early. I'm only on my. I've only had like okay, I've had a cup of coffee, but I'm on my second cup of coffee, and I can talk fast, but I'm not sure I'm making any sense of what I'm saying. All right, a little bit of red, just some in there. I just want this to be loose. So yeah, the cold, getting out there, not working in a coffee shop. For one thing, you know, I'm not sure I want to sit there and nurse one cup of coffee for, you know, the half an hour it takes to draw people, and I'm still not comfortable drawing people without their permission, you know, just looking at them. I tried it on the bus. I'll have to continue with some of that, and it didn't, you know, it was okay, it went all right, but I wasn't completely comfortable again drawing somebody, because I kept thinking, if he looks at me and he sees that I'm looking at him to draw this, he's let's just say he looked tougher than I am. Let's put it that way. All right, so I need some shadow. So yeah, I'm the kind of person who needs to practice. And so if I am urban sketching and I can't for months at a time because the weather in Portland in the winter sucks, it's it's, you know, in fact, it is 42 degrees out there right now. It is not raining, but the rain's coming at noon. So I'm quickly trying to get this video done and uploaded so that I can go for a walk this morning. I don't know if I'll sketch because, I don't know, 42 degrees is not that comfortable to sketch. All right, I'm going to go to the window. Has all kinds of reflections in it. And they're covered up with a keg. I didn't get the best reference photo for where I was. So there's some trees right there. And then this sign is really dark. I kind of feel like I should pull up the other photo, but let's just do that. That looks like some of the purple, brilliant violet, blue violet. All right, and then this is, there we go. I want that shadow. Yeah, it's cold. It's cold. I don't know what everybody else who doesn't live in tropical climates do, but for me, I have to put the urban sketching on hold, and then I'm out of practice. So then when I go back, I feel like I'm starting all over. Like, this is a really tight little illustration. It isn't what I wanted. This is a small book, and that's part of it. Let me see. I'm going to get the roof colors in because it's got a red tile roof. So I'm using this red and maybe a little Quinacridone. Get that in there. All right. It's definitely redder than that. Let's try that. There we go. Something like that. Anyway, yeah, this is a little illustration. It's way more of an illustration in this little book than I wanted to do. I wanted to, you know, I wanted to start getting freer and everything, but I'm using this little sketchbook, and I'm cold, and I'm using my, I don't know, they seem to come out for me as little illustrations. So that is one thing I'll be working on in the new year. I wanted to do something about, definitely about, crap, you know, I can't talk and paint at the same time sometimes. A little Perylene green in these because these were dark green. I love that color. It's so useful sometimes. It's pretty dark, but it makes a great black. A little bit of cad yellow light. I wouldn't mind some recommendations if anybody's watching this and wants to recommend some good yellows. You've got a lemon yellow and cad yellow, and they both serve their purpose, but sometimes I'm looking for something else. So I like this book, but again, it's small, and so I don't feel like I can be super expressive. So it's a cute little illustration. I think I'm done. I'm not going to do the background. I could give it a blue sky. Man, what's it like to be me inside my head? I cannot tell you. Maybe you're all like this, and all artists are like this. We're all just, I don't know, indecisive. Like, I'm not painting a background. I'm not going to add the forklift. And then I question. I suppose it's better than being so stuck in my ways. All right, I'm going to use a Cobalt Azure from my Schmincke set. And I'm just going to give it the sky. Since I think I pointed out at the beginning of this video, when I took it the other day, that it was beautiful blue sky. But yeah, that's the winter in the Pacific Northwest. If we get clear skies in the winter, it's either freezing cold and we have frost. That doesn't look so great. Or it is, you know, I'm putting a touch of ultramarine in there because I just love ultramarine and I love what it does. But it's not really probably necessary. In fact, I need more cobalt now. Yeah, so in the Pacific Northwest where we live, if it's clear, it's cold in the winter. And I hate to say it, but sometimes in the morning. So there's a house over here because goes off into the residential district, but I'm not putting it in, so it's going to be a little bit of blue sky. Yeah, you can maybe I'll make a tree or something. I don't know. Who cares on that part? Yeah, so that the cold just, you'd almost rather have the rain. It's not the greatest sky, but it's all right. Okay, I'm going to leave that, and thank you for watching. I'm going to go post this and then get out there and walk before the rain hits again. Let's bring it up. Thanks for watching.